So cool. I've seen your mail, Andrew, and yes, I love it too that it is in function in that way, if we do it in that way. So as next, I send you then here the scene truck with trailer cornering, and that cornering means that I show in what way the steering works. Yeah. So this is the final Octane output if a user renders this scene. Yeah. So I use every time the same look with that grid, and so that you can see what's happened with the wheels and so. So let us close it. So if you load the scene and start it, you will see the following. So the truck go on the ground, then the motor starts, and then the cornering begins, and you can see that the truck steering is in function. So I animate the steering over the time. So the first time the truck drive to the right side with 30 degrees. You can see it here also in the here on my little slider. Yeah, and yes, again you can see it also with here with it protector, or what the name is of that little plugin. And now he changed his direction to the left side also with 30 degrees. Yeah, and you can see it here. And in that way, the complete scene works. We can now take a look to the bullet, and I show a little bit in what way it works. So also in that scene is packaged then the dynamics. But if you, for example, now you go to frame 0 and say reset, you can see that it works in real time. So now I play it, and he calculated also in real time now. So we have here the same effect. If the user starts the scene and for example he would play with that, then he can see that it works in real time if he changed something. Yeah, and that's a little bit the effect that I love, if some things like that work fast. Yeah, and for that is the LightWave bullet predestinated, we say in German. I don't know the English word, but that's really cool. So, and if in the time he calculated new, I can talk a little bit about that principle, how it works. In the end, under us, yeah, it show only one function, and that function is cone twist, and then that cone twist is important to hang the trailer on the truck. Yeah. So if we go on that cone twist, that is this here, you see that it have here the swing and twist limits, and you can change it. So every trailer have another twist limit. Yeah. So in the moment all is on 180, but you can do it then for yourself with your own trailer. And what the principle show is that the same what I do with a car body works also in the end if I build the same kind of setup for a trailer. Yeah, so let us go a little bit in. So if we go now to the trailer and take a more individual look to that, and we see that also the trailer have springs. Yeah. And also the options, if you want it, that's not active in the moment, you can see it here, that it have motors, but all the motors are offline. Yeah. So if somebody need it, then he can activate the motors and drive also with the trailer, but it's only the option. It's in the moment, it's only the hinge function active, that we need that for the construction, but the motors are offline. Yeah. And in second, you have here also the construction for the six stop, and you can see that you have another limits as for the truck, for example, and that means that the feather ways, or the ways that the springs can go, you can see it here. It's only I name it with the spring here, that the spring have other other ways. So this springs are much more shorter than the springs from the truck, for example. Yeah. So the truck can more bounce and more do in that way as the trailer. But in the end, that's the same principle. And important is and you can see that here my spring stiffness is much higher as in the first car example. Yeah, here's the 3000, and I have much more linear damping, so that the way the spring works is yeah, much harder. It's not so soft. Yeah. So, and but what I would show is that trailer cone twist. So that's important if you would build cars and you have then on that car another dependency. I think that's the right word in English. Yeah, dependency. And with that function, let me check it for a second. What the right name is. So I control myself now. Faster. Yeah? What is it? Dependencies. Yeah, it's right. Abhängigkeiten in German. So, and with that, you can show that you can build bullet setup with dependencies. Yeah. So if your truck setup is ready, you see it here also in the under the car and trailer master. I rename it before I save the scene now. Yeah, I rename it to truck and trailer master. Then you see that you have here's your master car. So the original name is here master truck. And that master truck then is connected with via that trailer cone twist with a master trailer. Yeah, and so all dependencies or can see the other dependencies, and in that way it work. Yeah. So and that make it really interesting to show the LightWave users and people so that he understand in what way that dependencies work if you work with a bullet. Yeah. So in the end, this is, I think, also a scene that have enough quality that we put it in the LightWave content folder under the bullet dynamics examples. Yeah, so that example is then called it truck and trailer cornering. And if you want that is not cornering, for example, let us show it in real time. I go one more time in the scene editor and change here the steering. You have here also the options to steering with the steering null or with the truck steering with my little slider here. Yeah, but let us use now here that steering tool. And for example, let us save the scene before so that my change for the null is saved. Need a second, sorry. So we have 2000 frames bullet dynamics that have to save in the dynamics folder. So that's done. If I change now that in the graph editor and say him, for example, here, make it not, so no steering please, and you then go to play, then the truck will drive straight ahead. Yeah. So then he do nothing with his steering, it's driving straight ahead then. And if you show that to people in what way it work, I hope that you can motivate people that he work a little bit with that scene. Yeah. So that means I package now the scene, I rename. Okay, I have now, I'll rename it, all is fine. I have now, I'll rename it. I can now save the scene, yeah, or package the scene, and then I can send you them. So package the scene, here, clients, and we go to here, LVD London. I have here a folder for that, truck and trailer cornering. Okay. So export it. So in that way it works. So I do and explain now the scene also in German, and yeah, then I send you that package. Yeah. Later. Bye.